Hi, today I'd like to share with you some wonderful and spiritual sayings of the Jewish Buddha. Be here now, be someplace else later. Is that so complicated? Drink tea and nourish life. With the first sip, joy. With the second sip, satisfaction. With the third sip, peace. And with the fourth, a Danish. Wherever you go, there you are. Your luggage is another story. Accept misfortune as a blessing. Do not wish for perfect health or a life without problems. What would you talk about? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single oi. There is no escaping karma. In a previous life, you never wrote, you never called. Whose fault is that? And Zen is not easy. It takes effort to attain nothingness. And then what do you have? Bupkis. And finally, let your mind be as a floating cloud. Let your stillness be as a wooded glen. And sit up straight. You never met the Buddha with rounded shoulders like that? Shalom.
So there were 3 guys on top of the Empire State Building. And one of the guys says to the second guy, "It's so windy today. On days like this, it's great. You can step off the Empire State Building and just float in the air with the wind currents." The second guy says, "No way. You're being stupid. There's no way that that'll work. I'll plummet to my death." The first guy goes, No. Try it. Trust me. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll do it first. I'll show you." Steps off the Empire State Building, and he does. He floats in the air. The second guy goes, "Whoa, that's so cool." Steps off the Empire State Building and plummets to his death. The third guy goes, "Superman, you can be a real jerk sometimes."
So Izzy and Hetty are a nice young Orthodox couple, and they're expecting their first baby. Unfortunately, Hetty's water broke on Shabbos, and they had no alternative but to call a taxi to take them to the hospital. So, to minimize the Shabbos violation, Izzy told the controller from the taxi company that he needed him to send a non-Jewish driver. So the taxi arrives, and Izzy and Hetty are getting into the taxi, and he hears the controller over the two-way radio say, "Did you pick up the anti-Semites yet?"
Okay, a priest, a rabbi, and a minister walk into a bar. The bartender says, "What is this, some kind of a joke?"
Oh, and I have one more wonderful saying from the Jewish Buddha. If there is no self, whose arthritis is it?
With a household of boys, I often try to bring something heartfelt into our daily life. So I often say to them, "Knock, knock. Who's there?" "Olive." "Olive who?" "Olive you." Oh. Is that okay?
Well, there was a man that had a real problem, and he went to his rabbi and sat down with him and said, "Rabbi, I have a real serious problem and I don't know what to do." The rabbi said, "I hope you can help me." The rabbi said, "Well, if I can, I will. What's your problem?" He said, "Well, my son just graduated from the yeshiva in New York, and he came home, and he's an Orthodox Jew, and he announced that he doesn't want to be a Jew anymore, and he wants to convert to Christianity. How do I handle the situation?" And the rabbi said, "I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you, but let's ask God." So they looked up and asked God. He tells them the story about his son that wants to convert to Christianity, and he was Jewish, a good Jew. "God, what can you help me?" And God said, "I'm sorry, son, but I can't help you, because the same thing happened to me."
All right, let's do the next one.
Well, that was encouraging.
We're recording people's favorite jokes for the Hollerian that we put on the website next month.
You ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead. Yep.
No. 3 strings walk into a bar. Go up to the bartender. The bartender says, "We don't serve strings here." They say, "Oh, come on, we just want a beer, just a beer." He says, "No, we don't serve strings here." They say, "Please, just a beer." "No," and he throws them out of the bar and they land in the gutter. And they're all discouraged and sad. But the leader of the string says, "Oh, come on, guys, don't be discouraged. We're going to do this again. We're going to try again." And they say, "No, no, no, he won't serve us. Don't you get it? He won't serve us." He said, "Look, there's strength in unity. We got to band together here." And so they tie themselves together to be strong. They come back into the bar. The bartender says, "Aren't you the strings I just threw out of here?" They stand up straight and say, "No, I'm afraid not." Oh, come on.
Oh my God.
Blame my husband.
I guess